To make an instant pot Taiwanese meat sauce, first we're going to season the ground meat. Here I use ground pork and also ground chicken, but you can use any type of ground meat that you prefer. It can be completely pork or completely turkey or beef, however you want. So very simple seasonings, no chopping required. Some salt, white pepper. You can also use black pepper and some 5-spice powder that will give a little more authentic Taiwanese taste, and just onion, garlic powder, coconut aminos, and also toasted sesame oil. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix them well and then set them aside while we prepare other seasonings and vegetables that we need to use. Now we're gonna slice some shallots. Part of the reason Taiwanese meat sauce is so delicious, so fragrant, is because we top the meat sauce with crispy shallots. So here we're gonna make a healthier version. So first of all, we're gonna slice 3 large shallots. We're gonna use about more than half of them for sauté use, and then reserve some, and we're gonna pan fry them to crispy. Slice them like lengthwise, like that. So here are all the aromatics that go into our Instant Pot. You might seem like, wow, this is a lot. But because we use about 1.5 pounds of ground meat, and in order to add a lot of delicious flavor in there, I'm gonna use aromatics. So you see I separated the white and the green parts of the scallions. So the white parts I'm gonna use that to sauté, and the green parts, of course, I'm gonna chop them finer. I just use that to garnish. And I also have our shallots. I reserve about 1/3 of the entire total quantity because we're gonna use that to pan fry them to make a crispy shallots. And this is going to the meat sauce. For the chili, completely optional. If you don't want it, just take it out. You can also use red chili pepper flakes, or if you want to use a fresh chili, this is Fresno chili pepper. You can also use the Serrano chili pepper. Just make sure that you remove the seeds. Now first we're gonna saute our aromatics. So the pan is already hot. I'm gonna add everything in, and we're gonna season the aromatics with little salt to bring out more flavor. And we're just gonna saute the aromatics until fragrant. It smells so good. Next we add our already pre-seasoned ground meat and season with another pinch of salt. And it's just gonna break them a little bit further. They don't have to be completely cooked through because we're gonna seal the lid and add some broth, so they will be completely cooked through and break down. Now turn off the sauté function. The meat is not cooked through at this point, so now we're going to actually add more seasoning broth and seal the lid and cook them further. So this is just chicken stock with a little bit coconut aminos and some tomato paste. That's it. 30 minutes later, you have a pot of a delicious Taiwanese meat sauce. I forgot to mention a little earlier that I also adding fresh shiitake mushrooms and also some bamboo shoots. The bamboo shoots are optional, but the shiitake mushrooms will add extra flavor. If you want the meat sauce to be a little bit thicker, you can turn it back to the sauté function and make a little bit slurry, just arrowroot mixed with water. Put the instruction on my blog. Otherwise, you can just sprinkle with some chopped scallions. We're gonna top with our crispy shallots. To make crispy shallots, first we're gonna preheat a skillet well with avocado oil, and now use your hand to kind of break up the shallots to more like thin pieces. And next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna season with some salt. Basically, we're sauteing the shallots until they are golden crispy, and you want to control your stovetop temperature. If it's too high, they will get burned too quickly. So keep them moving around, season with a little salt for more flavor. There you go. Here's the finishing product. How cute is that? I served my Taiwanese meat sauce with cauliflower fried rice and also a soft boiled egg. Definitely sprinkle over our crispy shallots and some chopped scallions for more color and nutrition. If you watch this on YouTube, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you're watching this on Instagram, thanks for watching. Be sure to swipe up to get the recipe.